floss tube. Lisa here from Shady Tree Stitches, and thank you for joining me for a chat about my cross stitch hobby. It really means a lot to Jenny and I that you guys tune in each week to see what we're up to. And as you know, if you've been here before, it's mostly me. I try to do this every week, and I'm sorry, I'm a few days late this week. It has been a week. And we get Jenny about once every month, which is really nice. So I'm going to get straight into it like I normally do. It's a lot going on. There are so many cool events happening at the moment. And I thought maybe today I should spend a little bit more time talking about them, because I realise I just whip through and show you what I'm stitching and that's it. So I'm going to give you a bit more detail. Biggest thing happening for me at the moment is I'm in a group called Myth and Magic Stitch Wars, and I am in the clan Halflings, and we do a theoretical battle using our stitches to cast spells on other clans, heal ourselves from damage or attack other clans, and it's really, really fun. I do have a slight competitive nature, and I really enjoy being able to participate in a group like that. So we have a range of people who are in different clans. This round there's 24 clans. It's crazy. I am hiding under a rock, so we are just working really hard to stitch basically 10,000 stitches every 2 days between 5 of us, plus some wonderful villager help, to try and get a protection spell and stay under a shield for as long as we can. So that's what we're doing. So it's lots of fun. I am still clocking through my homework for the closed daily 30 group and also for magical stitches, as well as participating in numerous semi-sane challenges for different events. A lot of my pieces that I've chosen for July fit in with the bigger events from semi-sane, the around the world challenges, or they've got a, like last month it was school report card, this month it's like household chores, spring cleaning or something, summer chores. So that's been guiding what I'm working on. So you will see some different pieces this week than what you've been seeing lately, and some that are still the same. So yeah, it's Wednesday the 8th of July. So we're over a week into July, and this video is covering from previous Sunday. So it's just over a week. In that time, I have been busily stitching, and I have actually stitched 7,293 stitches so far. So I thought I'd do this video first thing in the morning, so that I can not count today's in it. So that's what we've done, lots of stitching. Some days not so much, some days I've only got 200 stitches in, but I do stitch every day, and particularly in the last few days, I've been getting about 1,300 done, which is really good. It's school holidays here in Australia, and that means that I've got lots of running around to do with the kids, but it also means I don't have to go to work. All right, so in no particular order, what have I stitched on? I have been re-stitching on my Alice by Mirabilia, and she is beautiful. She is one of my daily 30 scavenger hunt pieces, so I've been trying to knock off that, and one of the reasons she came out is because I am currently working, I should say previously she looked like this. I'm currently working on the curtain, which is just straight white. Unfortunately, it's white, but you can see where I've got to with those stitches there. So yeah, just been doing all this white stitching here. That's not particularly helpful with my window behind it. Let's try that better. So you can see she still looks a bit like Pinkie Pie, but we've filled out more around her dress, and I've been working in the ruffle here and filled in the face of the clock. So yeah, so next time I touch her, she'll be just continuing up. I've got a few more rows, so I can easily get some fast stitches, and that's what it's the best thing to do in Myth or Magic. So that is Alice, and Alice was 461 stitches, and I did her for a homework prompt to do with feeding my soul. The next one I haven't seen for a while is Spooky Hollow. Previously looked like this, if I can find a photo from this long ago. You know, as I constantly say, being Australian, we don't tend to celebrate Halloween that much, not like America, but we still value a bit of it, and this is one of the projects I liked that did that. So this is where I'm up to. I'm working on the second level, the skeletons dancing. So a beautiful piece of crafty leany hand-dyed fabric, and really enjoying stitching on that. So that's where I'm up to, and I've been doing all the border and that grass and those pumpkins and everything around the skeletons. So got a lot done on that one. In fact, I've done 1,103 stitches, which was to do with Magical Stitches homework this week. Half of that goes for a protection spell I've got to cast. I figure that the Dracula guy can give me a bit of blood that I can put into a potion. And then also for Daily 30, it has a cat and it's scary. So 1,000 stitches done on that. I have been working very excitedly on another secret model stitch. I have got another request to stitch something, design something, so I am madly getting the model stitch ready for that, and you will see that. And I realized, I think last time I did it, I didn't ever show you the work, so sorry about that. Try and remember better this time. But I actually did, I've done 1,881 stitches on that so far, but I can't tell you anything about it or show it to you, so you're just gonna have to wait. But just wanted to clock those stitches in. Been doing a lot of work on Country Cottage's Beach Cottage. Really cute little piece. Previously it looked like this. And Beach Cottage I have been working on for a lot of things. I've done 1,335 stitches. So you can see I filled in the cottage. I've now got both trees done. Well, not fully the leaves, but the actual trunk of them. I'm really loving this piece of fabric. It's Paddock Lane's original, and it just fits really perfectly. I'm really enjoying it. So it's an Ada, 16 count Ada. Lots and lots of stitches there. And this one was for, it has grass, part of the protection spell. It has something suspended from ground, because on top of this part here is a whale. I mean, who has a whale suspended on top? And there's something else that I can't read what I wrote. Oh, I stitched it under the light of a window. There's a nice window next to where I stitch. So that's my Beach Cottage. We have my linen and thread sal, which is still my Daily 30. Previously looked like this. So I have been working on this every day, or 5 days each week. 716 stitches for linen and threads, which is, I'm down the bottom of the June block. So I nearly finished June. I think last time I showed you I was on June. If not, sorry, but we're down the bottom in June now. So I've got to work on this motif here and that one there, and then move up to July, which looks really small. So I don't think July is going to take me long. So that's where I'm at with my linen and threads. And it's continuing to be my Daily 30 this week. I have been working on, we brought out Lest We Forget by Paddock Lane Designs, one of my pieces that I designed for Anzac Day, and I needed to give some love to it. So I have given it some love. Previously it looked like this. And the thing is, this is a big piece. I designed it to fit a fat quarter. So it's huge. So you can't really see all the stitches I've done. I have been stitching on this for numerous challenges, and I have done 791 stitches, filling in just that part there. So that's where I'm at. Really good for this ball because I just fill it in. Only thing is it's 40 count, so it's a bit slower. And it's silly, and I'm using 2 threads. So it's really thick if you look at it. Thick and chunky. But it gives a really cool coverage. So that will be getting some more love this week. And the last one I've been working on is my Anzac from Long Dog. Now, this is a bit sad. My Anzac, I was stitching on because it's something I was stitching slow. And it was on 40 count. I'm not going to bother showing you a before photo because this is basically the before photo. So you can see I've got the whole Australia done, and then I'm up in this corner. And then I realised I have goofed majorly. If you look here, where I went across from the koalas to the stars there, that's right, but that star is actually meant to be this star. So it's not the bottom star, it was meant to be the middle star. So this whole section is too high. So I had done 4,359 stitches on this piece. And I started frogging the 40 count. And then I realised that, you know what? Frogging that and restitching that is going to take me longer than restarting it. So it's gone. Poof! I have UFO'd that and I started again on a lovely piece. Oh, we can't see that one. Lovely piece of 32 count. Beautiful deep brown. Still gorgeous. I do like the green, but I'm liking the brown as well. The fact that it's 32 count, I'm definitely liking. So I restarted, still in the center, but I just started with going a different direction just so there was something a bit different. Still using that beautiful hank of silks for you. Now I have to use 2 threads instead of 1. I'm not likely to have much left over, unfortunately. So that was what I have been stitching. Lots and lots and lots of things. Haul. I have a little bit of haul, not much. And again, I'm really bad because I don't remember if I showed you these last time. I really don't remember. I know I said that last time, but I get 2 a month. Silks for You, colour of the month, and so there was this set. Apologies if I already showed you. Really love that rainbow colour one. Beautiful purples. And these ones are just the standard colours that you can buy. And they come in these beautiful little bags every month. They do so much great effort. And this is the special dyes for the month. Look at those colours. Aren't they just luscious? Greys and purples. So I've got that colour of the month, which is really good. So 2 nice bits of silk. And I also got a really nice piece of Stitchy Kindness. Thank you so much to Candy L over in America. She finished stitching this pattern. So it's a Nora Corbett. It's one of those beautiful witches. She'd finished with it. And I said, oh, could I have that? I'd like to have that. Really love the blues. And so she very kindly sent it to me. So thank you so much, Candy. Really appreciate it. And we'll get on to stitching it soon. Okay, so that brings me to plants. Plants. Well, I think since it's the start of the month, maybe I should take a leaf out of my own homework video books and actually tell you what I'm doing. Because I realise that many of you don't watch the homework videos and wouldn't necessarily know what I say in those. So I have 3 main events that I do each month. The semi-sane ones, and there's numerous of them, and then the daily 30 and the magical stitches. And I try and tie my stitching into fitting them. The first one is around the world. Now I have to do, well, you have to do 1,000 stitches in 3 of these prompts, but I always like to try and do them all, just to stretch myself that little bit more. So we're in the Oceania region, which is where I live. And you have to stitch 5,000 stitches on anything you wish. That's not a big problem, that can be done easily. Something to do with the Oceania countries, I'm working on Anzac because it's got that picture of Australia and New Zealand in it. Something with wine. Now, Summer by the Cricket Collection, sorry, the bag has got, where are they? This way. Grapevines. So it has wine on it. So I'm going to be stitching at least 1,000 stitches on that, and that's one of the pieces that's got to go out to my current pile. Something, where's that one hiding? That one's hiding. Oh, I think it went to the other room. That's annoying. Something with animals unique to the area, so my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf, and something to do with music or shells. Beach Cottage has shells. Something has 2 to 4 parts, Spooky Hollow, so that's why I brought that one out. So that's what I'm doing for those ones. I haven't actually picked what I'm doing for Alphabet Soup for O. But I did have, if you will recall, we were talking about last month, if I can find a picture, my little Caprice Fairy by Nora Corbett. So she's going to be my N. So she needs to get some love this week. I am starting to stitch on a piece for, they have an event which 6 months you have to start a piece and finish it within the 6 months. So I am going to revisit Halloween with a very scary Halloween sampler by Twin Creek Primitives. Super cute. So the idea is to start this and finish it by the end of the year. And this one I'm going to do on this cool piece of fabric that I got from somewhere. I think that will look awesome. Yeah, it doesn't tell me where I got it from. Might have been a Crafty Leanie, not sure. So that's one of the plans that I'm going to be starting in July. July's got lots of plans. For this or that, land or sky, I did Beach Cottage because it's got sea and sky in it and land. Summer chores, washing the windows will be Beach Cottage because it's got windows. Next chore is weeding the garden. And weeding the garden, it's not actually the piece I thought it was. Weeding the garden, I was going to do my Little House Neighborhood. I didn't really think about doing this, so I didn't have them pulled out ready for you, sorry. Well, I was going to work on Little House Neighborhood, but here it is. So I changed project bags. This is a beautiful one from Devonley Designs. And yeah, I want to do this one for the pattern because it's, I don't know where my pattern's gone for it. That is a bit scary. Anyway, it'll appear somewhere, but I can show you where I'm at with it. Because I figure Little House Neighborhood has got garden in it, so that would be a good one to weed that garden and keep it nice and clean and fresh. Cleaning the kitchen, something to do with the kitchen. That one went out to the other room. I had to clean up my bags. My husband was annoying and made me take everything out of here. I had it all ready, all laid out ready for this video. And then yesterday made me take it all away, so sorry about that. I was thinking of working on the books, cakes, because cakes are in there, but maybe not. I might actually change that and instead do a bit more work on this one. Where's this picture? I'm gonna hide my raspberry homecoming because you could do raspberries for it. Something to do with cars. So many different plans. I would say my Farmhouse Christmas series, because it does have, put that one away, it does have that red ute in it, that red pickup truck in it. Not that I'm doing that one. I am currently stitching on Cock-a-doodle-doo. So I've got a few of them left to go. I don't know where these Cock-a-doodle-doo. It's hiding down here. So I'm currently stitching on that one. So that might be a good one to get some fast stitching done. And I also painting the house. Well, I could do any of the ones with the houses. And can't really read what that last one is, but I've got down my whole run for it. So my whole run and my, lest we forget that my only 40 counts left. So there's those ones. Magical stitches, I've got to pick 2 whips drawing my attention. That shouldn't be too hard to do. My Anzac was something that's stitching up slow, done that. Something I've lost, I often lose my thread from various ones, and as I said, feeding my soul for Alice. For daily 30, something with a cat or a rodent. Spooky Hollow's got a cat in it. Fresh colours, my Little House Needlework has really nice fresh colours. Suspended from ground, it said Beach Cottage, something I've restarted, Anzac. My most expensive would still be my chatelaine, my Chinese garden mandala, because that cost the most to get kitted up. So I have to dig that one out. Scary Spooky Hollow, goes fast, those cards in Farmhouse Christmas. Something that moved, something else, could be Farmhouse Christmas, or I could do, get which one these ones in. The bag's nearly empty next to me now. Everything's coming out to get worked on. This one, Bird in Hand, because the horse moves the cart, so I might work on that one. That might be a good one to do for something that moves that. A large motif with others around. I also think maybe Bird in Hand, because there is a large motif of the horse and cart, or the quilts, and then there's lots of other little motifs around. And created for charity, my Lest We Forget, because when I did a sale when I launched it, anyone who completed it in the time gave a donation for the RSL. Only had 1 person complete in the time, but you never know, I can always throw that on again and add more to it. So that is my plans for the month. Apart from that, trying to stay alive in Stitch Wars and keep going with whatever else is happening in my absolutely crazy life at the moment. So until, can't sign off yet, I have exciting news. I got into the storage shed. So if I feel like it this weekend, maybe, particularly if I die in Stitch Wars, I am going to do a couple of unboxing videos, just like you guys have been asking for, of my stash. Here's a little sneak peek. That's 2 tubs of kits. So going to have to get into there and see if there's anything I want to do in those kits, because as you know, I'm helping to run a group for an event next year which is called No New Starts 2021, and the idea is that you don't start anything new next year, because we've started all the things this year. So many of us have been crazy, starting, and some of us are getting a bit overwhelmed about that. Some of us have way too many whips to what they'd like, and some people just have way too many whips. So the idea is that you don't start anything new. Proper details will be released in September, but for now, if you're interested, join the Facebook group, No New Starts 2021, or 2021 No New Starts, I can't remember. I'll try and remember to put the link below, or put the blurb in front of my face as I'm saying it, because I've learned how to do that, and we would love to see you. The idea is that you put in $5 in the kitty, and that will then contribute towards prizes during the year for different things, as well as a major prize at the end for the person or people, or however we decide to do it, that actually get to the end of the year without starting anything. It is strongly based on the honesty system, and we know there are lots of people out there who like to try and rot the system and cheat, so we're trying to find a system that's going to be fairest for all. All right, that is all for me. Pleased to be back showing you what I've been doing, and until I next see you, which will be the special unboxing, I think. I'm going to need a few. I haven't got all the boxes yet. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it so much, and have a great time stitching. Bye.